and welcome to our Song and a Story. Today we wanted to sing you an alphabet song that also talks about God's gift of salvation. A, B, C, D, F, G, Jesus died for you and me. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, Jesus died for sinful men. Amen. O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, I believe God's word is true. U, V, W, God has promised you. X, Y, Z, a home eternally. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Jesus died for you and me. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, Jesus died for sinful men. Amen. O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, I believe God's word is true. U, V, W, God has promised you. X, Y, Z, a home eternally. X, Y, Z, a home eternally. I'm thankful that God has promised us a home for eternity. God bless you today. About alphabet animals. Look at these animals, Nathaniel. Pop-up animal alphabet book. A stands for antelopes, who run fast in herds. B is for bats, who can fly, just like
Me.
Like me or like birds. C is for cows, who give milk and moose. D is for the dog, who eats daddy's shoes. E is for elephant, gigantic in size. F's for the frog, who dines upon flies. G's for giraffe, with the longest of throats. H stands for hippos. When they're mad, they wreck boats. Can you pull this up for me, Nathaniel?
Yeah.
So here, sweetie, pull just this part right here. See? Yeah. There we go. Turn the page. I is for ibexes, real down and uppers. J is for jackals, who steal tigers' suppers. K is for kangaroos, they leap far and wide. L stands for leopards, his spots help him hide. M is for mongoose, the best snake fighter born. N is for narwhal, a whale with a horn. Look at that.
I want to see this.
You want to see this one? This is the mongoose. He gets snakes. Be gentle with it. Yeah. O is for otter, breaking shells on a stone. P is for porcupine. Leave him alone. He has quills. Q is for quail. Men hunt them for sport. R is for rhino, whose temper is short. Roar.
Hold.
Look at that rhino.
Can I see it?
S stands for seagulls, who hunt in the sea. Remember we saw those when we went to the beach.
Yeah.
T is for turtle, who are slow as can be.
Hi.
Hello, Nathaniel. How are you?
Very good.
Oh, boy.
Where do you live?
I live at the beach. Where do you live?
I'm over here.
Aha. U stands for Una, who lives upside down.
Hi.
Oi. V is for varying hair. Look, Nathaniel, watch this bunny. Sometimes white, sometimes brown.
Hi.
W, wolves, who form packs to hunt game.
Hi.
But poor X doesn't start any animal's name. Y stands for yaks, who help people farm better. Z is for zebra, and that's our last letter. So we have another fun book to share with you. It's called The Beautiful Garden of Eden. It's written by Gary Bauer and illustrated by Barbara Schachtiner. This is the Garden of Eden.
Look at that big tree.
These are the trees that swayed in the breeze in the beautiful Garden of Eden.
Look at that big tree.
Yes. This is the tree that caused the upheaval, the tree of the knowledge of good and of evil, that grew with the trees, that swayed in the breeze, in the beautiful Garden of Eden. This is the fruit so slurpy and sweet that God wanted his gardeners never to eat. Plucked from the tree that caused the upheaval, the tree of the knowledge of good and of evil that grew with the trees that swayed in the breeze in the beautiful Garden of
Eden.
This guy is Adam, the very first man, molded from mud which creation began. When creation began, who ate of the fruit so slurpy and sweet that God warned his gardeners never to eat. Plucked from the trees that caused the upheaval, the tree of the knowledge of good and of evil, that grew with the trees that swayed in the breeze, in the beautiful Garden of
Can I see it?
Eden.
Can I see it?
This is the woman. This woman is Eve, so comely and cute, who bit it the minute she handled the fruit, then gave it to Adam, the very first man, molded from mud when creation began, who ate of the fruit so slurpy and sweet that God warned his gardeners never to eat, plucked from the tree that caused the upheaval, the tree of the knowledge of good and of
Evil.
that grew with the trees that swayed in the breeze in the beautiful Garden of
Eden.
This is the serpent who stooped to deceive and damaged the garden by lying to Eve. Gullible Eve, so comely and cute, who bit it the minute she handled the fruit. Then gave it to Adam, the very first man, molded from mud when creation began, who ate of the fruit, so slurpy and sweet, that God warned his gardeners never to eat, plucked from the tree that caused the upheaval, the tree of the knowledge of good and of evil, that grew with the trees that swayed in the breeze, in the beautiful Garden of This is the crushing, calamitous curse that made the world wayward and woefully worse, because of the serpent who stooped to deceive and damaged the garden by lying to Eve. Gullible Eve, so comely and cute, who bit it the minute she handled the fruit, then gave it to Adam, the very first man, molded from mud when creation began, who ate of the fruit so slurpy and sweet that God warned his gardeners never to eat, plucked from the tree that caused the upheaval, the tree of the knowledge of good and of
Evil.
that grew with the trees that swayed in the breeze in the beautiful Garden of
Eden.
This is the book that shows the first sin, and what a mad mess it left us all in, caused by a crushing, calamitous curse that made the world wayward and woefully worse. Because of the serpent who stooped to deceive and damaged the garden by lying to Eve. Gullible Eve, so comely and cute, who bit it when she handled the fruit, then gave it to Adam, the very first man, molded from mud when creation began, who ate of the fruit so slurpy and sweet that God warned his gardeners never to eat, plucked from the tree that caused the upheaval, the tree of the knowledge of good and of evil, that grew with the trees that swayed in the breeze in the beautiful Garden of For the whole story, read Genesis 1 through 3. Christ has rescued us from the curse, Galatians 3:13. The beautiful Garden of Eden. We've enjoyed reading with you. We'll see you next time.
Well,
What do you have there?
a big rocket.
Big rocket, kind of a big tower, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
Our local library has had a Lego challenge every day this week, and today the challenge was to build a tall tower. So we just wanted to share our tall tower with you. Can you say goodbye?
Goodbye.
We'll see you later.